So I'm back with another one, you know what I'm saying? So today what I wanted to do was I wanted to discuss a little bit about forgiveness, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of things involving forgiveness has to do more so with forgiving yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's not really based on forgiving another being or another vessel, you know what I'm saying? So let's say like you have a situation with someone and they do you dirty, you know what I'm saying? They was either a good friend or somebody you really cared about. They did you dirty, blah blah blah, whatever dirty is to you depending on what honesty was in your relationship, you know what I'm saying? So say somebody did you dirty, you know what I'm saying, and it triggered your energy to be in motion, you know what I'm saying? So when someone outside of you, a being, an energy, an entity outside of you tries to interfere or to create friction within your vessel, it creates your energy to be in motion. Now, our energy tends to go in motion is because we wasn't taught how to maintain or manage our own energy and motion. And for two, outside sources do affect us to a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? I don't like when people say it doesn't affect you at all, because outside sources do, you know what I'm saying? If I was standing not on this grass and I was standing in this fucking water, that would affect where I am located at, you know what I'm saying? I would need a camera that can go underwater, or I would need a platform that could stand on top of the fucking water, you know what I'm saying? But the big part of forgiveness is gonna be forgiving yourself. So let's say somebody, back to the story, say somebody did you dirty that you care about, blah blah blah, whatever, and you decided to put your energy back around this energy, you know what I'm saying? It's up to you as far as how you would like to give your energy to that being, and it's up to you as far as how much of your energy you want them pulling from you, you know what I'm saying? So everything is a give and take, you know what I'm saying? When you're interacting with beings, it's a give and take. So when that being or something outside of you affects your energy from within, and you go back around this being, it's your understanding and your self-awareness that's going to put you at a place to be like, okay, well, first time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. You know what I'm saying? That's the quote-unquote saying. So, and it has some validity to a certain extent. So when that being does that thing to you, whatever that thing is, and then you put yourself back in that space, you have to understand that the forgiveness comes from within you. You know what I'm saying? I forgave myself, which is why I'm allowing myself to be back around this being, which is why I'm allowing myself to put myself back in this situation, which is why I'm allowing myself to do any of these other exterior things that I'm doing. It's because I forgave myself. When you tend to try to forgive someone else outside of you, it usually tends to backfire, because what happens in today's age, most people don't even comprehend the understanding and understanding of forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? What it really means to be sorry. You know what I'm saying? How to give a real apology. You know what I'm saying? It's more than words that just go into these things. It's actions that go into them and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole, everything starts from inward outward. So this is a spiritual being having a human experience channel. So you're getting everything from a spiritual being standpoint first. You know, I understand some people see the vessels first because that's what these two eyes perceive. But if you close these motherfucking eyes, you're still going to be able to interact in here with the rest of the fucking world, like how people do when they lose their eyesight. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give another example, a more personal example, because the personal examples always help. I've experienced a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And I like to use my experiences, and I think everybody should. You become a teacher of your experiences. So for me, when I put myself in positions, like let's say I'm talking about my spouse or somebody, you know what I'm saying? And I put myself and say, okay, well, I'm going to look past that, or I forgive you, or I forgave myself. When I forgive myself, I understand that when I operate with this being until they show the full steps to an apology or to a sorry, or to, to show that, hey, I would like to be forgiven. I just made a little bit of mistake, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why that has to be shown is because we're in an age of deception, and there's a lot of weird shit going on. So it's a lot of beings doing weird shit intentionally. So that's why we have to get to this understanding and start figuring out different ways to separate ourselves from these other entities. And I call them other entities, but really they're just other beings with demons attached to them. I don't give a fuck what you want to call it. That's my perspective, and that's how I view it. That's what helps me clarify and identify everything. You know what I'm saying? I know we all most of us came into this bitch innocent. You know what I'm saying? This shit is portals. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be molded and trained a certain way, to maneuver and vibrate towards the highest frequency, learn how to operate around us, blah, blah, blah. All these different things, you know what I'm saying? But I realized for me, like, forgiveness came from within myself. I was able to deal with my spouse. I was able to manage and maneuver these things differently because I understood that, okay, it's my job to be in charge of my feelings, you know what I'm saying, my energy, that's emotion. So if another being is making me feel a certain type of way and I forgive them, they did some fuck shit that I don't like, you know what I'm saying, and I feel like I still want to be around them either because I feel like I have to or because I want to, whatever the situation may be. How I manage it is I don't give them they don't have the same access to my energy, even though they're around it, if that makes any sense. They don't have the same access to my energy, meaning that, all their needs and demands aren't always first on the criteria to be met. You know what I'm saying? I have to, it's different triggers and little minds and boundaries that's then got placed up because of this situation that's, you know what I'm saying, that hasn't been shown forgiveness from the other being, but it's been forgiving within here. So when you forgive yourself within here, sometimes these beings think that you are forgiving them. When you forgive yourself and you still be around these beings, sometimes they think that you forgive them. So even if you are in a space to where you do forgive them, you have to show them that shit wasn't okay, whether you say it verbally or whether you do it with your actions and your energy. Okay, maybe before I allowed you access to 96% of my energy. Now that we got this weird shit in the process, now I'm only going to allow you access to 40% of my energy. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that when you call, that's not gonna be my first thing to make sure I fucking answer. Or if you text me, the first thing on my spirit is not to be, oh, let me respond back so they don't think anything is going on or blah blah blah, or just putting them first. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things have to get rearranged because that forgiveness, if it's gonna come outside of you, has to be shown. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more than just some kind of thing where they just be like, oh, okay, well, I stepped on your shoes, okay, my bad, I forgive you, you forgive me, all right, and then 5 minutes later they step on your shoe again. In the physical world, it's gonna look like you forgave them, but in all actuality, in your spirit world, that don't have anything to do with forgiving to a certain extent. You see what I'm saying? You ain't have to forgive them. You accept the apology. You're like, I forgave myself. All right, I ain't gonna get mad or angry or frustrated that they stepped on my shoe. I'm gonna finish doing what I was doing, having a good time, whatever it was I was doing. Then all of a sudden, boom, boom, here it comes again. Now when they step on your foot this time again, now you're gonna have different energy behind it because in your mind, in your spirit world, you felt like you forgave the situation within. You know what I'm saying? So once we get to this place to where we're super self-aware and we're bringing these things to the forefront and understanding that, hey, it'll be easier for me to forgive myself, but it'll be harder for me to give you that same kind of energy, even though I've forgiven myself. You know what I'm saying? So we have to stop saying I forgive you, and let's say I forgive myself. You know what I'm saying? I place myself in these positions. I put myself in this space. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it may have been a little bit of assistance from the outside, but you have to forgive yourself. Once you forgive yourself, every situation beyond after that, you're going to be more self-aware. So it doesn't matter how bad it hurts or that you're having to reflect or refix or twist some things from within. That's where your strength is going to come from. You know what I'm saying? Your strength is going to come from that way. I had narcissists, beings who just move around with demons attached to them, do some fuck shit, and then they try to slide out the picture for 3 to 6 months and pop back up on some fake shit as if I'm not going to be able to tell what's going on with them. I forgave myself, which is why I'm allowing you back in my space. But I didn't forgive all the weird shit that you did. I still have boundaries. I still have fucking points and all kind of landmines and fences up. You know what I'm saying? I might not have it up for everybody, but when your ass come around, I'm going to have all of this shit up. So it's not going to be that, oh, you just need to loosen up or do this and do that. No, you don't. We had a war. 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 So you don't ever want to let your guard down. Fuck all that shit. If you feel like you being too hard, then you're feeling that way for a reason. Apparently your environment isn't making you feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And you're not in a space to where you know how to make yourself comfortable in an environment. You have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I always like to tell that to everyone. You know what I'm saying? But forgive yourself. You know what I'm saying? Forgive yourself. Don't put that pressure on other beings. You just know that you have every right to maneuver and respond and react how you would like to when you're dealing with a being that you forgave yourself with. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to run it up too long for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tapping everything down below. Peace to the kings and queens.